In Why Simple Wins, Lisa Bodell explores how complexity hinders productivity, innovation, and decision-making in businesses and personal life. She argues that simplicity is the key to efficiency and creativity. The book provides actionable strategies to eliminate unnecessary complexity and build a culture of simplicity within organizations. Key takeaways. First, complexity is a silent killer of productivity and innovation. Complexity is killing companies' ability to innovate and adapt. And simplicity is fast becoming the competitive advantage of our time, the high cost of busyness. In today's corporate world, many individuals feel overwhelmed by busy work, which includes tedious, thankless, and often urgent tasks. This busyness distracts from meaningful activities such as creative thinking and strategic planning, ultimately hindering productivity and innovation, complexity as the culprit. One of the primary drivers of this unproductive busyness is complexity. Excessive rules, processes, and procedures bog down teams and organizations, making it difficult to get even the smallest tasks done efficiently. This complexity stifles creativity, reduces competitiveness, and leaves individuals feeling frustrated and disengaged, reclaiming work that matters. By simplifying work processes and eliminating unnecessary tasks, individuals and companies can reclaim time and energy for activities that create lasting value. This shift not only boosts productivity, but also empowers individuals to feel more fulfilled and engaged in their work. Second, technology, a double-edged sword. The benefits of technology fade away. Instead of eliminating tedious tasks, technology winds up eliminating time to do important things, the promise and peril of tech. While technology was intended to make us more efficient, it has also contributed to increased complexity. The constant influx of emails, video conferences, and mobile device notifications has blurred the boundaries between work and personal life, leading to a state of perpetual connectivity, the vicious cycle of connectivity. The immediacy of electronic communication creates a cycle of constant responsiveness, where individuals feel obligated to respond immediately to every message. This leads to multitasking, which has been shown to reduce effectiveness and prevent deep engagement with important tasks, reclaiming downtime. To combat the complexities created by technology, it's essential to establish clear boundaries and reclaim downtime. This may involve setting specific times for checking emails, limiting the use of mobile devices during non-work hours, and creating spaces where employees can disconnect and recenter themselves. Third, unintentional complexity, the problem we create. Our failure to take time in the moment to get down to what really matters sets us on the path to complication, the road to complication. Much of the complexity we face is unintentional, arising from our desire to solve problems or improve processes. However, the addition of new rules, processes, and procedures can often create a web of complication that is difficult to untangle, the laundry decree. The story of the laundry decree at a financial services firm illustrates how well-intentioned regulations can inadvertently make life more complex. In response to a few consultants abusing the company's laundry service, executives instituted a new policy that restricted laundry privileges for all employees, creating unnecessary burdens for the majority who had done nothing wrong. The importance of simplification. To avoid creating unintentional complexity, it's essential to take time to consider the potential consequences of new rules and processes. By prioritizing simplicity and focusing on the needs of those affected, organizations can avoid creating monsters of their own inadvertent creation. Fourth, emotional needs fuel complexity. A great deal of complexity is driven by something even more basic: our emotional needs, the hidden drivers of complexity. Beyond cognitive biases, emotional needs such as security, constancy, control, and power often drive complexity. These needs can lead individuals to schedule unnecessary meetings, create overly complex presentations, or hoard information to protect their turf. Fear and the mindset of more. Emotions like fear can lead to a mindset of more, where individuals seek to accumulate more power, glory, or control as a way of protecting themselves from perceived threats. This mindset often results in increased complexity, as individuals add layers of bureaucracy and reporting to maintain their position. Breaking the cycle. To combat the emotional drivers of complexity, it's essential to recognize and acknowledge these needs. By fostering a culture of trust, transparency, and collaboration, organizations can create an environment where individuals feel secure enough to let go of unnecessary control and embrace simplicity. Fifth, simplicity defined: minimal, understandable, repeatable, accessible. Something that's properly simplified is as minimal as possible, as understandable as possible, as repeatable as possible, as accessible as possible. The 4 pillars of simplicity. Simplicity isn't just about paring back anything unnecessary. It's about creating processes, products, and communications that are minimal, understandable, repeatable, and accessible. These 4 elements provide a framework for evaluating and simplifying any area of work. Minimal. Simple things reduce the number of steps, pages, features, functions, sign-offs, and other hurdles required to get something accomplished. Understandable. Simple things are defined by clear, straightforward language and are comprehensible to someone without expertise in the subject. Repeatable. Simple things can be scaled or replicated and aren't one-offs or customized. Accessible. Simple things are made available and transparent to as many audiences as possible, with as few gatekeepers as possible. The simplicity sweet spot. While complexity is bad, it's possible to oversimplify. The goal is to strike a balance between detail and nuance on the one hand, and the imperative to simplify on the other. Sixth, the simplicity mindset: courage, minimalism, results, focus, engagement, decisiveness. You can't believe how hard it is for people to be simple, how much they fear being simple. The traits of a simplifier. Leaders who successfully drive simplification possess a unique mindset characterized by courage, a minimalist sensibility, a results orientation, focus, personal engagement, and decisiveness. These traits enable them to challenge the status quo, prioritize essential elements, and inspire others to embrace simplicity. Courage, the willingness to challenge the status quo and take risks in the name of simplification. Minimalist sensibility, an intuitive appreciation for less and an understanding of the value of paring things back. Results orientation, a focus on achieving tangible outcomes and a belief that simplicity is a means to that end. Focus, the ability to stay committed to simplification despite distractions and resistance. Personal engagement, a willingness to lead by example and demonstrate the benefits of simplicity in one's own work. Decisiveness, the ability to make quick and clear decisions and empower others to do the same. Cultivating a simplicity mindset. By developing these traits, leaders can create a culture of simplification within their organizations, empowering employees to challenge complexity and focus on work that matters. Seventh, the ethical imperative of simplicity. Things which matter. Most must never be at the mercy of things which matter least, beyond business. Simplification isn't just a strategic advantage, it's an ethical imperative. Leaders have a responsibility to create work environments that are as minimal, understandable, repeatable, and accessible as possible for their employees, customers, and other stakeholders. Benefits for stakeholders. Simplicity benefits customers by providing better products and experiences. It benefits employees by creating more meaningful and fulfilling work. And it benefits peers by fostering a culture of collaboration and respect for time. The golden rule of simplicity. By making others' lives as simple as possible, leaders can create a virtuous cycle of simplicity that benefits everyone in the organization. Eighth, tools for simplifying. A practical approach. We created these tools to reveal the personal habits and organizational areas that contribute to complexity, and we intend it for use by all levels of staff, from intention to action. While awareness of complexity is essential, it's not enough. To truly simplify, individuals and organizations need practical tools and frameworks to guide their efforts. The 5 steps to simplicity. Awareness. Recognizing the toll taken by complexity. Identification. Uncovering areas of work that create frustrating obstacles. Prioritization. Evaluating opportunities using a time versus value equation. Execution, piloting new ways of getting things done and making adjustments in real time. Habit formation, making simplicity part of the way you operate. A toolkit for simplification. The book provides a range of tools designed to support each step of the simplification process, including the 50 Questions for Simplifying, the Simplification Worksheet, and Killing Complexity. Ninth, the power of killing complexity. The value we attach to more time, more expertise, more complication, leads us to believe that a job that takes a few extra minutes is one for which we're getting more value. The killing complexity exercise. This tool helps individuals and teams identify and prioritize tasks that are unnecessarily complex. By plotting tasks on a matrix that compares complexity and value, individuals can gain a clearer understanding of where to focus their simplification efforts. The 4 quadrants: complex and low value. Kill these tasks. Complex and high value. Simplify these tasks. Simple and low value. Eliminate if possible. Simple and high value. Leave these tasks alone. Reclaiming time and energy. By eliminating or simplifying low-value tasks, individuals can reclaim time and energy for activities that are more meaningful and impactful. 10th, the importance of a simplification team. You need a core group to drive simplification, but the ultimate goal is for that team to rotate or fade away. Facilitating, not owning. While executive support is essential, making simplification a habit requires a dedicated team to lead the charge. However, this team should not own simplicity or impose it from on high. Instead, their role is to facilitate the process and empower others to take ownership, rotating membership. To avoid creating a permanent bureaucracy, the simplification team should have rotating membership, with individuals serving temporary assignments before returning to their regular roles. This ensures that the ethos of simplicity spreads throughout the organization. Attributes of a simplifier. When selecting members for the simplification team, look for individuals who are change agents, resilient, results-oriented, and have a deep understanding of the problems they are trying to solve. 11th, the Vancity story, a real-world example. The goal was to remove things, simplicity through subtraction, a transformation through simplification. The story of Vancouver City Savings Credit Union, Vancity, illustrates how a mid-sized company in a regulated industry can successfully embrace simplification. By focusing on the member experience, empowering employees, and implementing a rapid cycling methodology, Vancity was able to streamline processes, reduce costs, and improve employee satisfaction. Key elements of Vancity's success: strong executive support, a clear vision of what simplification would entail, a dedicated team to facilitate the process, a focus on a few key areas, a mix of specialists and generalists, a commitment to measuring progress, the results. Through its simplification efforts, Vancity was able to remove or simplify hundreds of processes, procedures, forms, and steps, creating a more efficient and member-focused organization. 12th, make simplicity a habit. The ability to simplify means to eliminate the unnecessary so that the necessary may speak, beyond a one-time initiative. Simplification is not a project with a defined end date. It's an ongoing process that must be woven into the fabric of the organization. This requires a sustained commitment from leadership, a clear vision, and a set of tools and techniques that empower employees to challenge complexity and focus on work that matters. The power of a simplicity mindset. By cultivating a simplicity mindset, organizations can create a culture where individuals are empowered to challenge the status quo, eliminate unnecessary tasks, and focus on activities that create lasting value. The ultimate goal. The ultimate goal of simplification is to create organizations where people feel more fulfilled, productive, and engaged in their work, and where customers receive exceptional service and value. Conclusion: simplicity isn't about doing less. It's about focusing on what truly matters. By eliminating unnecessary complexity, organizations and individuals can be more productive, creative, and successful. Lisa Bodell's Why Simple Wins. is a call to action for leaders to remove barriers that hinder progress and create a culture where simplicity drives success. If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button to receive more like it in the future.